Morning. Tuesday the 7th. Wow, it's just moving, eh? So how are you? It is Tuesday, so we're diving right into the week, right? Every day, I get on here and just have a chat up about personal stuff, business, and some helpful advice. This morning, my question for you is, have you changed how you market your business? I'd love to know, what business are you in and how are you changing things? What's going on today is going to affect us 3 or 4 months down the road. So it's all about that planning ahead and thinking about that and thinking about how we're going to change our business, how we're going to get, more granular and build it out. Ooh, touch my face. Ooh. Anyway, okay. So on a personal note, I was saying that feels like Russian roulette when you go outside now and deal with public, right? You never know if you're going to run into somebody, get sick, somebody's going to cough on you. There's all sorts of this weird news out there of people doing stupid, well, I'm going to swear, shit. People doing stupid things. And I know there are just stupid people out in the environment, but you'd think that everybody would step it back a bit and think a little more, but that's not always happening. So feeling funny going outside, but as I'm not going outside as much, I am staying in. And I don't know if I told you, but a couple weeks ago, I was feeling like my goals fell in the pooper, and I felt bad. And now, I'm starting to claw my way out of that and get back into my goals. Did your goals flounder at all? But that being said, some new goals have established themselves, goals that I thought were, 5 years away. So that's pretty interesting. We also have to realize, although there's going to be long-term effects for what's going on, it's not going to last forever. And so let's take this opportunity, right, to dive in and learn things and do what we want. And yeah, there's a lot of positivity out there. Speaking of positivity, okay, so we know that Facebook and Google both have algorithms, right? So diving into the business stuff now. And the algorithms, well, especially on Facebook, is related to comments and likes. The longer the comment, the more the algorithm thinks that it's relevant. So misinformation is being spread all over the place. And it's in part due to the algorithm because, that's how it's been. So maybe that'll change and Facebook will change some things about that. But that being said, a lot of people are sharing misinformation and they're not intentionally doing it. And it's because they're seeing it more. There's more likely to get misinformation nowadays on Facebook because of what people are sharing. So that being said, this goes right into one of my major recommendations today, which is research. Don't just share stuff. I had this experience this weekend. A wonderful person, Rena, shared something about that she saw, which was related to anti-vaccines. And I am for vaccines, just so you know. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. But lots of people were commenting, and she had shared it saying, oh my God, I can't believe people posted it. And it was really interesting because at the end, somebody wrote, oh my God, you guys need to believe in vaccines, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, buddy, you didn't read the post. If you had read it, you would have known. So made a comment and then he got it. But the whole reality is that he just slid by seeing something and believed what was going on. And, it's time to make sure we do more research and that we share things that are relevant, but also that we consider that the things we're sharing may have a negative impact and may be misinformation. So do some research before you share some posts, or I don't know. That's what I think anyway. And speaking of all this, the other interesting thing that's going on is we're seeing global changes in search, right? Certain businesses are surging, like the medical industry. Certain businesses might never open again, like restaurants. So not only are we seeing impacts now, but we're going to see some really interesting impacts. So as a business owner and a marketer, it's really interesting to pay attention to this stuff because we're going to have to, be forward thinking. We're going to have to try to imagine what the future is going to be like so we can adjust what we're doing today and tomorrow, which I think is really interesting because this is where creativity gets sparked, right? Anyway, if you didn't see my question today, it relates to this, which is, have you changed how you market your business? If you have, what are you doing? I would love to know. In our business, for a long time there, we didn't have to make phone calls out to other businesses because we got some leads coming in. It was pretty wonderful. I thought I was sales extraordinaire. They were warm leads, so I wasn't. That being said, as I said yesterday, we're going to be creating a survey to ask business owners, and I am going to get on the phone. I'm going to schedule phone calls every day to survey businesses about what they're doing, what they've done, how they are. If you have any questions you want to know answered, let me know and I'll put them on the survey. It's going to be either a 1-minute survey or a 5-minute survey because to influence, the best thing to do is to ask for a bigger ask. And if they say no, then you ask for a smaller ask and they will be more likely to say yes. I'm listening to a book called Influence right now. Anyway, okay, last bits, tips for today. And if you have tips, share them in the group. Anything positive and helpful is important. Speaking of positive, right now we need more positive than ever. So I dare you to share something super positive, maybe even funny in the group. We need to laugh. Life is weird. It's hard. It's strange. It's changing. We need to laugh. Other thing I mentioned earlier, really helpful tip, do research. If you read an article that you believe, maybe try to dig a little deeper and try to help not spread misinformation. And it's time to take advantage of time. And I don't know if you agree with me. Hey, Chelsea, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but you probably do, right? What I'm going to say is time is the only thing we really own. And we don't get to keep it, but we do get to decide how we spend it. And each day we are allotted a certain amount of time, and so we own our time. So I used to say that if I ever said I don't have time, especially for a person, that means that they don't matter to me. As weird as that sounds, that's how I really felt. And now we have this weird change with our time, and we get to sit back, and I know it's been overwhelming. Man, it's taken me weeks to get here, and I'm not sure where you're at, but I bet you're at somewhere close to where I'm at, or you're above and beyond me probably. But now I'm back, and I own my own time, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to plan. I'm going to step back into what I was doing. I like being a doer and a go-getter, and we can still have fun. It is Russian roulette when we go outside into the marketplace, but we're not shopping as much. We're not spending as much, and we're spending more time on figuring out ourselves and what we want. I know people that are exercising 6 times a day, and I am envious. So that is part of my morning and evening plan. If you have a plan that you're doing daily, I'd love to know. I'd love to know what it is, what it's about, and how you're changing things up. So a couple questions today. 1, have you changed how you market your business? 2, what's your routine look like? That's basically what I'm asking. Have you changed things in there? Are you feeling good? How are you feeling? So that's it for today. If you don't know, you can go live anytime in the group. You can share anything in the group right now. You can self-promote, promote blog posts, promote friends, promote free courses that you've seen. Just take part. We've got some new members in the group. I'm going to welcome them today. And I am off to do my SEO post because it's search day. Again, if you are joining me or catching the replay, try to answer those questions for me. I would love to know. And I hope you have a great day. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye.